Alright guys, so the Nintendo World Championships literally just ended, and I thought we'd do a quick discussion, even though we have like no time. So we're kind of half-assing this, but we should have left for LA like 6 hours ago.
Yeah, and we have a 6-hour trip ahead of us,
Yep.
so... Yeah, Nintendo's been just killing it today and killing us in the process.
Well, yeah, so we had no idea what to expect from the Nintendo World Championships, right? Like, we thought, like, when they announced it was cool, then there were some more details that came out about, like, how they're playing basically the NES remix, right, for the, at Best Buy, and I kind of, I'm like, oh, I don't know, they're actually treating this with any kind of, like, respect or anything. Mm-hmm. And after this, like, they hit it out of the park, I think. Like, they did a great job presenting the games, the contestants and narrators were great.
Yeah.
And then they had announcements. They actually had, nothing earth-shattering, but actually they did. They
Earthbound
Earthbound shattering, yeah.
Exactly. What the hell?
So, I did not expect that. Virtual Console for Mother 1, basically. Earthbound Beginnings, which is awesome.
Exactly. I was predicting that for Mother 3, a Virtual Console release. So all I can say is buy this game so we can actually get Mother 3 on the Virtual Console.
Right.
But I was actually talking to Chugga Conroy earlier while we were watching the championships, and he said that's actually, they had a finished script for the game. Before it came out, they just never brought it out to the US.
That's correct.
They're using that script. So it's also just incredibly easy for Nintendo as well.
That's why I don't think it necessarily means anything for Mother 3 coming here, because Mother 1 is done. It's ready. It's been ready for 20 years, or 30 years, however long. But that means, could we get Star Fox 2 someday? Please, on Super Nintendo?
That'd be cool.
Yeah, right? Anyway, so we had that. You started off with a really great surprise. Then they followed up with a complete oddball, so to speak.
Blast
Ball, right. Which I actually didn't get to see much of it because I was off getting the rental car. But
Blast Ball, it's really not that exciting. I don't know who just developing it or anything like that. It's a 3DS game, first-person shooter, but you're like, it's 3-on-3 matches where you're just sort of shooting a ball into the other side, but the ball actually damages you if it hits you, and so you can die, and that will give an advantage to the other team. It looks interesting enough, but you can almost feel the energy sort of die in the room,
right?
Because nobody was really that.
I was saying it was a codename Steam of the C3.
Unfortunately, but
it could be fun. We'll see at E3.
I could definitely see the fun in it, but it's just not quite there. It's not an instantaneous game like Splatoon.
Yeah, I remember Unreal Tournament had a mode like that with the ball, but we'd usually go back to regular old deathmatch. So
and Griff Ball and Halo and all that.
Yeah.
So
I think we'll all agree that the real fun came out at the very end when they unveiled Super Mario Maker, which not only did they get a new title, but they have added so much to this game since we saw it a year ago at E3. We've actually seen it a little bit since then, but even since that point, they've added so much to this game. And honestly, this is the most excited I've been for a 2D Mario game in like 15 years.
Yeah, it's insane what they've added, because we thought it was just going to be simple, like change this up, maybe stack this stuff, combine this sort of thing.
Well, that's what it is.
Simple levels, no doors.
But that's the thing. We also got confirmation that we got warp pipes and doors in each of these things, which expands it greatly, make mazes, stuff like that.
Ghost
it's
house.
insane.
Like, that was one of the things I was saying repeatedly in our discussions. I want to see warp pipes. I did not expect doors, so that's a good bonus. And we actually saw how they're kind of working with that idea, but it seems like you can connect those warp pipes or doors somewhere else in the same level. So we saw it in the Bowser level where you reach that amazing giant stack of Bowsers. Later on, we never see the Bowsers again, but you do see the fire coming from them. I loved, they're doing everything I wanted them to do, basically.
My dream happened. There's Karibo shoe, and apparently a Karibo's stiletto,
right?
And giant Karibo shoe.
And you can be Fire Mario inside the Koopa Clown car inside the giant Karibo shoe.
That's what I love about this game, like mixing and matching all these elements in ways that we wouldn't have imagined before. And they're introducing new elements to allow us to do that too. Yeah. Like that Bowser stack, I'm just looking at now, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, the last boss Bowser, he had a bullet bill cannon or whatever on his back.
Yeah. They can show up at any time. We saw Bowser Jr. show up and be able to take him out.
Right.
We saw transitioning from regular levels to underwater levels and airship levels as well.
So actually, that's what I'm wondering. How is that going to work? Did they connect two separate levels in that case?
Maybe you shave off a part of the level and just make it completely new.
That could be, because they do have that scrub bar along the bottom. Maybe you can set a certain part of that to be water, perhaps.
Could be.
Yeah. I'm sold. I am completely sold on this game.
I hope there's great online functionality, but either way, I don't care. I'll just drag my friends over to their house to play the levels.
That's the great thing about watching it like this, is that I'm not a creative person at all when it comes to level creators. but I want to play these levels. I want to take on these challenges because that looks so much fun. I wanted to try those levels as I was watching these guys play and struggle. And it really was just incredible to see and see the creativity.
Wait, I was impressed with how fast they both adapted to some of those levels. Like some of those challenges, they were on top of it. By the same token, there were some times like, "What are you doing? Why would you kick a Koopa shell at the wall to not jump it afterwards?"
Yeah, I mean, there was that one moment in the first level where they were jumping after they figured out how these conveyor belts worked.
Right.
And it really was a great moment. It's a shame that he failed at the end, but it's still a great moment to see him figure it out and just go with it. And it's those kind of moments like we were playing this before, but now it's even going to be more fun creating levels for each other to challenge and make you go through hell.
It's like surprises you can do in like those little barrel-like things going on the chains that had a chain chomp explode out of it. The upside down piranha plant that flew and slowly came back up.
The circle of boos that pop out of the block when you hit them and surprise both of them.
Hitting a coin block and having a hammer brother come out on top.
Like they are doing, like when they first showed off this game at E3, I thought it was neat. I very much liked the idea, but I'm like, they have to add more to this, and they have gone like balls to the wall with this. It looks like
it's almost a completely different game.
Compared
to the original that we saw. I mean, I think the Super is really deserved in the title.
I think it makes sense, right? It almost feels like it's a true Mario game now, right? Like it's not just a side spin-off. But...
There's that. Plus, it almost feels like a sequel. It's a sequel to a game that was never released because Mario Maker and Super Mario Maker, to me, are just completely different from what we've seen.
Yeah, unlike our discussion, this is not half-assed.
Well, they also probably they probably do have a flight to catch pretty soon, I have no excuse. I'll bet you there's going to be a true Mario adventure in there. There will be preset levels already built.
Oh yeah.
Maybe these ones in there even.
Or DLC like Splatoon every week, download a world.
That would be great.
Yeah, up like Nintendo releases a new level pack every week. Oh, that'd be amazing.
Well, they could even build to this game, like add more components even if they wanted to. You know, there's a ton here, and I'm still wondering, can you connect levels? And I think you can. I could be mistaken, but I think based on the stream, it sounded like when you reach the end of the level, it would go right into the next one.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that's the case. If you can make your own true Mario adventures, yes.
Yeah, like it could be fitting on each one because they said each one plays a bit differently. Like they went on from Mario 1 to 3 to World to New Super Mario. So maybe you have the world map for the Mario 3.
That'd be awesome, but I don't think you do though. That'd be awesome.
But I mean, it was so cool to just see all the individual elements. Like, is this going to come back? It's back, the sort of thing. Because the P meter was there in the Super Mario Brothers 3. You had the spin jump in Mario World, the wall jumping that was a big component of New Super Mario Brothers. Plus, we have just all the other elements like Yoshi coming back.
So you can wear an enemy as a hat now,
which is brilliant. I love that. So speaking of which, actually, real quick, of what you were talking about, Derek. Like, how did you guys feel about I guess the NWCs in general, like how they unveiled, how they performed and how they unveiled some of these announcements? Like, I think there was no better context in which they could have shown off Mario Maker.
No.
Like, you make these like really challenging levels, but you build up to a point where you have people who are actually good at games playing them, showing them off.
Well, this is pretty much the American equivalent of the Game Center CX demo they had before, where they had that one guy, the host, create levels and had Miyamoto challenge it and all that stuff. But this is almost a better context to me because, as you said, these are really good gamers. They build up to it, they work to it, and it was just a great time. Like, the energy was just off the charts. More so than Smash Brothers, I think.
Yeah.
Because that was played for the finals, and this was the grand finals.
Yeah, far more exciting and memorable than your standard, hey guys, here's a trailer.
Yeah.
No, this was great. I thought it was a good idea. I mean, Nintendo, with between the leaks, which they didn't attend, of course, and like this Nintendo World Championships, they're kind of dominating the E3 news cycle. E3 hasn't even begun yet.
I know. It's just like, we're going to just get out ahead of everybody, and here you go. It's like, what do they have left for the digital event?
Yeah. Well, I think they hopefully something big. Sounds.
Yeah, I hope it's going to be. Admittedly, these games are not on the same level of competition. Like, I guess a lot of people might get more excited for something like Fallout 4 or something like that. Like, a lot of big fans there. These are, like, in a way, smaller scale announcements, but they're still really exciting, really great for Nintendo fans.
Exactly, and it's, once again, we're seeing Nintendo emphasize fun, showing the games in action at E3, which is something that is still a breath of fresh air. I mean, I'm sure we'll see this tomorrow when we go to Sony and Microsoft's conferences. It's probably just going to be more trailers and scripted demos and stuff like that, where you sort of maybe get an idea of what it's like, but it's still not the same as seeing just normal people play through these levels in showing off the game.
That did remind me, though, there was one thing I did like about this, and that brought back a little bit of the vibe that Nintendo had with their past press conferences when they did them live. Because you had the audience reaction in real time to what was happening. Like, when you saw that Bowser stack, right? Everyone's, like, freaking out.
Yeah.
So, any final thoughts, guys, before we wrap it up here, or...?
I already wanted Mario Maker. Now I'm throwing 2 wallets.
Ditto. I mean, like I said, I just want to play it. I don't have to create anything. I just want to play it.
Yeah, like before when I played at E3 last year, I'm like, this is really cool, but like it feels like it's something you have reached the limit of creativity pretty quickly. And I do not see that being the case here at all. They've added so much. I'm super excited to see it at E3. And we'll be showing off tons of stuff from E3, of course, very soon. So make sure to stay tuned to GameExplain.com for all that. And make sure to like us and follow us on Facebook and Twitter at GameExplain if you want to do that too. I'm totally winging this, so...
I guess you can play Mother Beginnings too if you want.
Oh, that's out now, that's right.
Yeah, that is out right now, so you can go pick that up. Unfortunately, I have to wait till I get back home after E3, so it's going to be a little while for me.
Well, a few days after E3, so maybe there's time.
You can play here a bit.
I can play it here, but I want my own copy.
Oh, whatever. It's virtual. I thought you weren't about the virtual copies.
But it's the only way to get it.
You can import a Famicom and Mother 1.
I did.
And that's a perfect time to wrap it up here. So thanks for watching, guys, and bye. Hopefully we'll have more produced videos later on.
Maybe.
Let's stop that.